the last 3 weeks before we come back and obtain our reality back to assignment and everything. So it was a great pleasure ahead. Okay, so I'm here with Sister Rumeysa, our lovely guest for today, and sharing with us regarding how, from her perspective as an international student, or even someone that just came to Malaysia, not even just came, she's been here in Malaysia for so long already. My mistake. So, before that, we're gonna diving again, Sister Mesa. So, as you said just now about the diversity and the importance on how students should have among each other, right? So you
Yes.
told about the importance of it. Am I right?
Yes, for example, in IIUM, we always be together because of the diversity,
Mm-hmm.
and so this is so important.
Yes, it's so true. Especially here in IIUM, we get to experience that, right?
Yes,
So don't let go of this opportunity. Okay,
of
so
course.
let's diving into the most exciting question now. So, how is your experience celebrating Eid al-Fitr here in Malaysia?
Actually, I spent two Eid al-Fitr in Malaysia. That time, the first time, it was really little bit too much, little bit hard for me
Okay.
to find food as a student, as you know that
Yes, there's a lot of
after the
food.
classes, you don't know what you will eat, where you will eat. It's like complicated issue for all of us. But Alhamdulillah, IIM always give us the mahallas, also
Mm-hmm.
mosque give us food,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't think about it too much.
Okay.
Uh, but also in my country, I would like
Yes,
say
sure. Actually, that is the most important part I want to know. How do you celebrate Eid al-Fitr in Turkey? Okay, I
yeah,
really want to know because it's so different, right? When we're talking
yeah,
about Eid al-Fitr itself, yes,
too
everyone
much.
will start off with having the Sunnah prayer. Am I right? At the morning
Yeah.
of Eid al-Fitr. But every country has a different approach on how they want to celebrate the Eid al-Fitr. So now let's hear from you. How do you
Yeah.
celebrate Turkey in Turkey?
Actually, Eid al-Fitr is so much. First of all, we go to the. We always prepare for the breakfast,
Okay.
but the different thing is,
Uh-huh.
as a woman, as girls, we don't go to mosque.
Okay. I
Yeah, and first
see.
time I always
Oh.
want to do Eid Fitr in the IIUM mosque
Hmm.
that time. Yeah,
So
in the
it was your
Turkey
first
I
time?
didn't go.
Ah,
Always the man go to
I
Eid
see.
times.
Okay.
Yes, and so we wait our father
Mm-hmm.
parents, so they will come, for example, so we will start with the breakfast, as
Okay.
you know.
That's the
But
most important dish
yeah,
of the
but
day.
our breakfast is a different thing, because we eat like olive oil or
Oh.
cheese,
Okay.
and some of the Turkish foods,
Mm-hmm.
but in the Malaysia is a different
Ah.
because as you know that you start with the nasi lemak,
Yes, yes.
yeah,
Oh, for
and
it means
so
like
in our
the
culture we
okay.
don't have nasi lemak, for example, as a
Oh,
like breakfast.
so
That's why I'm saying
ah,
that.
I see. So you're talking like in Malaysia we have like a specific food
Yeah,
for
yes.
like a day. For example, right? We have nasi lemak, roti canai. Have you heard of roti canai?
Yeah, yeah, yes, of
Oh,
course.
it's so good.
Especially in the sahur times, it was
Oh,
so good. Yeah, that's why
okay.
I say that I always tried in the like Eid and also like in the Ramadan.
Uh-huh.
Always I tried everything, the rice
Wow.
and the like, uh, but in the Eid time also, I am sorry, but I always jump it into the
It's okay, it's
into
okay, it's okay, it's alright. I am eager to know when you want to share your
in
thoughts.
Malaysia and the Turkey. So, like for example, I like sorry, Randan, right?
It's rendang.
Rendang.
Rendang, everyone. Rendang.
Randan, right?
Rendang.
Randan.
We call it as rendang.
Rendan.
Rendang.
Okay.
Okay.
I love Rendan in
Okay.
the Eid times, really.
Okay.
That's so nice food.
We are the same. I love rendang.
And especially I always see in the Eid times,
Okay.
in the like also the another Eid
Yeah,
and
Eid Al-Adha.
Eid al-Adha, yeah,
Yes.
yes. And so I am always waiting for it, really.
That's the main dish of the day.
You can call me when you prepare for me. Really, I will
Inshallah.
come.
I will cook one day for you,
Yeah,
inshallah.
you can.
Okay, so we're talking about like how you celebrate in Turkey, in Malaysia. There's quite a difference, right? Because
Yeah,
everyone
yes.
has like I said just now, like every country has their own way of celebrating Eid al-Fitr.
Yeah, and also I
yes.
want to add something. I am
Yes.
sorry, but also, for example, we don't wear our traditional clothes, but Malaysia
Oh, yeah.
wear the baju kurung, as you know that.
Oh.
And so when I came here, also I see that the families always match the colors.
colors.
Yeah,
Let-
it's interesting. Even that's really it is really interesting, and they accepted any colors for the like.
Yes.
For example, for me,
Okay, alright.
don't me any wrong,
Mhm.
because for example, a woman can the another color, but also man also the same color with the his wife, and that's a nice thing, I think. You understand what
Yes,
I
I
mean?
totally
And so like
yes.
it was so much interesting for
Yeah,
me.
actually, this is actually one of the most activity we can call where
Yeah.
every Malaysian they can't wait to choose a color for Eid
Yeah.
al-Fitr. Maybe like this year they will go with peach, next year they will go with yellow. Actually, even myself, like for example, like we having a family, we will choose a color to show. In Malaysia, we call it sedondon.
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 Yeah,
Okay.
it's called like the whole family has like the same
Ah.
color, but maybe like some of them will have like a different design. Some of them will wear the exactly same clothes as their
God,
myself.
yeah, it is interesting. And so, wallahi, this is so good. In the Turkey, you cannot do this, your husband or your wife like
Okay.
this.
So do you feel it's sweet?
Yes.
It's very sweet, right?
Yeah, yes.
So it's like, when you see everyone's having like colors, colorfuls, when you see in Malaysia having their Eid al-Fitr colorfully, do you have like the eager to also having colorful clothes also on the day of Eid al-Fitr when you celebrate here in Malaysia?
Actually, you mean that you have tried it?
Like it means like you've seen a lot of Malaysian wearing
Yeah.
different colors and like the
Yes.
colors like popping, pastelic and everything. So when you saw them, do you feel like you also want to wear something like them during the Eid al-Fitr?
Actually, I was thought about it, but after that, I don't know. For example, yani how I can give my family. Okay, we can do. Okay, let's do things, but I don't know they will accept or
Yeah,
not.
because it's like not being practiced from
Yeah,
like
yes.
the starting of the for us in Malaysia was like it's been starting like from the
Yeah.
from since we are kids, like it's being taught like having a different colors.
But
like that.
also,
Mhm.
I like in Malaysia this thing. Also, you always take a family photo after the Eid. This is so good for me, for
Okay,
us.
yes, I would
I
like to
don't know. I don't know the all Turkish, but for my family, I'm saying that as a
Mhm, mhm.
Turkish, we don't take a picture in the
I
Eid times.
see.
Yeah, and so for example, mashallah, your families, yeah, don't forget about it, and also you make it a story, Instagram story, for example.
Uh-huh. So it means like when you're seeing that from what you've shared just now, you've shared a lot, Sister Marisa. I feel like you already
Yeah.
live in Malaysia for like more than 5 years. How many years have you been here in Malaysia?
Actually, I came in the 2017.
2017. Okay.
But after that, I was in the Salpat. So in the Corona time, I back to Turkey, and so after that, I came 2020.
Wow. So it's been quite like around 3 years, we can say? You're in
Yeah,
Malaysia?
yes.
Wow, you've told me like you've been 10 years already in Malaysia. Like you've seen and observed a lot.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so happy actually to hear from you. So
Thank
in
you so
Turkey,
much.
maybe it's your turn to bring this tradition to the Turkey, am I right? To share with your family members and everything. So in Turkey, where we're talking about during the celebration itself, in Malaysia, or you're gonna talk about after this, like in Malaysia, we're gonna have like some foods and everything, like you shared just now, right? So like in Turkey, like the differences for as in the foods and everything, is it really having the same thing every year, or it's like it's not? It's just like okay, it's just a festival. It's just an Eid Al-Fitr feast. We're just gonna cook anything. How is it in there in Turkey?
Actually, we do that. Some the same things. Like, do you know baklava?
I know.
Yeah, we do that in the Eid baklava.
Okay.
Always in the Eid, all the Eids. And also we have sarma, like the
Like wrap it in the
wrap
green
it
wine
in the
leaves,
green.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so we call that one. And so yeah, and also we give the like sweets. We
I
say that
see.
like we give the some disinfectant like and so after that give to the sweet
I
things.
see.
Yeah.
Okay, that is so sweet. Okay, Sister Rumeysa, just don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this, inshallah, and see you guys again right after this session. Happy peeps, happy chats. It's Peeps Chat. Assalamualaikum. Back again, everyone. So, have you all have your drink? Queer Raya, I guess. Okay, so we are back because when we're talking about Queer Raya, we're talking about food. It is my most exciting part of the day. We're gonna be diving into Eid al-Fitr food. So let's hear with us, Sister Maisa, back again. Okay, so Sister Maisa, I want to have your idea. I want to have your thoughts about your favorite food. Let's start with your origin country first. What's your favorite food in Turkey during Hari Raya? I'm sorry, Eid al-Fitr. Okay. Okay. What's
I
your
miss
favorite food?
Turkey. Actually, I missed my mother baklava because she is really doing great baklava.
Okay.
And so sarma, we call that sarma.
Like wrap in a
yeah,
green
wrap
leaf,
in-
right? I saw
yes.
that a lot in Turkish
Yes.
series. Okay.
And so it's really good
Okay.
because she is doing in the 8 times. That's why all the
So it
time.
means baklava is a well-known dessert. Can you call it as a
Yes.
dessert
Yes.
during, especially in Eid Al-Fitr?
Of course, Eid
Oh.
Al-Fitr and Eid Al-Adha
So it means
with
yeah.
the meat.
Wow.
Yeah,
So it means
yes.
that every house will have that thing.
Yeah, of course, yes.
Wow. So it means only baklava and shawarma, is it?
Shawarma?
Just
Sarma.
Sarma. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I thought of shawarma just now.
No.
Sarma. Okay, so baklava and sarma. Wow, what an
Yes.
interesting. So baklava is like a more towards a sweet kind of food or savory?
Sweet, of course.
Sweet kind of
Yes.
food. So it means like, what about the sarma?
Sarma should be like a taste inside of the rice,
Okay.
and so has to be with the lemon.
Oh.
It must be with the lemon. It was
Wow.
good, yeah, and it is good.
My mouth is watering right now. It's very delicious. Only you
Too
just
much.
describing it. Wow. I hope your mom bring it someday. I will get to taste it soon. Okay. So we're talking. You're in Malaysia right now. So
Yes.
how's your celebration Eid Al-Fitr this year?
This year, Alhamdulillah,
Okay.
it was good. I spent my time.
Okay.
I spent with my friends, family.
Okay.
And so also first day I went my friend he is Malay,
Okay.
and he invited his house, and also
So you went to the open house.
yeah, open
Wow.
house. And
Okay.
first time I was experienced about that, and really Alhamdulillah, they are so good,
Very.
very good people.
Wow.
So yeah, we eat it, we were talking, and so yeah.
So it was a really nice experience from what I've heard. So when you went to the open houses, your Malay friend, is it? So it
Yes.
means like you went there when they're doing, when did they do the open house? Was it on the Eid Al-Fitr itself, on the day of the Raya?
Yes.
On the day of the Raya.
Yes.
Wow. So straight away from IIUM straight go to that open house.
Yes.
Wow. What a grand celebration I can call. Okay.
Really,
So,
you know, I missed my family because I really feel sad that time because like I was far away from my
Yes,
family, and
yeah.
I wanted to be with them. But when I see my friends' family, I was really happy because I felt that that's a home, that's like a family, and so like, you know, it's I cannot describe that.
Oh, wow, that is so touching.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you went there to the open house, right? So I bet you met a lot of foods on the table, right?
Yes.
So what is the best that you finding for it? Like you wanted to eat it right. I forgot you like rendang, right?
Rendang.
So
yes.
was it the first dish you ate on that day?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
rendang.
Rendang.
Rendang, yes. Actually, rendang is my best
The
dish.
best dish.
Yes.
So you go with it with what? That you eat rendang with what?
With rice.
Okay, is it like in a form of a round shape or a
Yeah.
diamond shape?
Diamond shape, yes.
It's ketupat. Have you heard? Yeah, it's ketupat.
Ketupan also. I love ketupan
You
too.
love ketupat. Wow. So there were a lot of ketupats there. Wow. Even if myself, I
Oh.
love lemang. There's a lemang. You know,
Lemang.
you can taste like like a very rich flavor of the rice. Don't you think? Like it's like a sticky rice when you eat with rendang.
And also you made it roller
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the inside of the rice with
Yes.
the banana.
The ketupat. You're talking about the lemang or the ketupat? If like ketupat, we also use like one daun.
Lemang, I think.
Lemang also.
Yeah,
we use
lemang.
one
Yes,
daun.
yes.
Yeah,
Lemang.
both of us
I am
have that
sorry,
one.
but the taste is they are so good. Lemang and ketupat.
So I feel like lemang and sarma is kind of like a sibling Can you say that?
Sibling.
Sibling?
Not like that,
Like
but for the Eid,
Okay.
okay, they
Okay.
can.
They can be sibling. Okay,
They
culture
can,
on.
yes. Also, they can be friends.
Okay, so you've shared a lot with us, Sister Rumeysa, from your open house. Was it like only one open house you ever joined, or you've joined several this year?
Actually, just one.
Just one.
But I want to join, and you can call me.
Inshallah. Okay, so what is the best memory that you had this year, or maybe you want to share for the past years in Malaysia that you have celebrated Eid
yes.
Al-Fitr? Do share with us. What is the
Yes.
best memory that you want to share
Uh,
with our beloved audience out there?
Actually, I was with my Arab friends
Okay.
that time,
Mhm.
and we went the another places
Mhm.
to visit,
Okay.
and so we spent time together. And also, I was so happy because I thought that yeah, I am not alone, and because for the international students also when they in the abroad, they feel that I am alone and my family is not that here, and so because of that they are getting depressed that time. I know, I really also feel that, that's why yani if you have a friend from the abroad, call them really, because this is so important for them.
Exactly.
Alhamdulillah, I have good friends and they always
Alhamdulillah.
call me that the
Mhm.
times, and so I have a really nice days with them.
Wow, it's so good to
Yeah.
hear that. I hope you're having great friends until you finish your journey here in Malaysia, inshallah.
I believe that I want, inshallah, I will yani have a good friends in the end of my
Wow.
life.
Okay, so you came to Malaysia on maybe around 3 years ago?
Yes.
Okay, so was it on the first year you celebrated Eid al-Fitr, or you went back? When is the first time you started celebrated Eid al-Fitr here?
Actually, last year.
Last year you already started?
Yeah, yes.
Wow.
I no. When I came to wait, I am sorry because before Corona times I don't remember anything.
It's okay, we all went to like a different world for a
In
while.
2018, I was here, yeah,
Okay.
and again it was yeah, I was with my friends. So I spend my all time here in the Ramadan time.
Mhm.
So yeah, also it was so good because
Really?
the first time
It
in
was
the
like the
IIUM,
first
I
time,
feel
right?
that
Yeah. So means that time you were like a first year student? Or like
yeah,
a second?
yes,
Wow.
and also it was so good for me. I remember that because I went Eid prayer morning first time
Oh,
that
yes.
time, yeah,
And the,
and it was
yeah,
a
you
good
told
moment
me,
for me. Yes.
right? See, audiences, that was her experience. I feel very happy. Was it like very soothing? Like suddenly you get to pray the Sunnah prayer on the day of Eid al-Fitr in Malaysia.
Yeah, yes.
What's like the first one word you can describe that momentum feeling?
Really, because I think this is a good feeling because I feel that this is my right to be here in that time, because in the Turkey we don't have it like this right at the morning prayer Eid, so I feel that's good.
Alhamdulillah. I feel so happy that you can adapt. Did you adapt quickly to the celebration here when they're having like that? Like it's kind of like, wow, we never have that in Turkey. Like, how do you adapt to that suddenly?
Actually, it is so easy for me to get used to countries because before Malaysia, also I was in the Bosnia. Yeah, that because of that, I'm not foreign in the being abroad.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. I want to hear more actually. I want to hear more from you
Of
regarding
course.
how your adaptation to this culture in a different way, because you, like even me, but I haven't had the chances yet to go to a different country, but you have the golden chance to have this opportunity in celebrating in a different culture. So I want to know more right after this. But before that, do you want to give like a sneak peek to the audiences there? Means in Bosnia, what were you doing?
Actually, I want to study first Bosnia,
Mm-hmm.
because really I wanted to study there in my high school times. And so high school times also I was really interested about lots of different culture.
Okay.
So because of that, I thought that Bosnia is so comfortable for me
Wow. Ah.
to get easily, and
Okay.
really it was. And after that I studied, and after that I left because I got some issues.
I see.
Yeah, but Alhamdulillah, my professor told me that here
Mm-hmm.
I really don't about here
Okay.
also. Yeah.
All
And
right.
so after that, he told me that you can go to the Malaysia, and
Okay.
you can study in
Sister
the
Rumeysa,
international.
don't
Mas-
forget this story because you have to share right after this. We'll be having a commercial break, everyone. Don't go anywhere. Healthy peeps, healthy chats. It's Peepschat. We'll be right back. Healthy peeps, healthy chats. It's Peeps Chat. Assalamualaikum, everyone. We are back again on our some few more questions to go with our sister Maisa here. So we talked about a lot, I think, since the beginning. We talked about your adaptation to Malaysia and celebrating Eid Al-Fitr. Then I asked you how Turkish celebrate their Eid Al-Fitr. Your favorite food? Rendang, everyone. Rendang. Okay. So now we're gonna be moving on to a bit sentimental topic, I guess. We're gonna be asking. Okay, we're gonna ask our lovely sister Mesa here. Sister Mesa, we have grown from generation. I'm sorry, we have grown like in a for our few years. Now you're in your 20s. Okay, I can say.
yeah, yes.
Yes, you have grown a lot since your childhood to now. So you have experienced many Eid al-Fitr celebration till your 20s, right? So when we're talking about childhood and adulthood, it's such a different thing.
Of
Okay?
course. For
Yes.
example, like also I always take the money now. I don't.
Yes, childhood you don't have to think much.
And
Yeah.
so like for example, we go to the my grandmother and grandfathers. They
Mm.
visit always, but they are passed away. And so now I don't go to their homes, and so
Mm.
I missed all this, of
Yes,
course.
of
And
course.
for example, also for when we compare to Malaysia,
Mm-hmm.
to Turkey to Malaysia, so Malaysia try to keep the relatives too much each
Yeah,
other,
yeah,
but
okay.
for the Turkey it's little bit, it's getting the, like, you know,
Oh, I
the separated.
see.
And now we actually, for my family,
Okay, alright.
okay, we try to keep each other in the
Mhm.
Eid, but we don't see each other now too much. They
Mm,
always go to the holidays and they go to the other places.
I
So you know,
see.
everyone is busy, but we just try to keep in the core family,
Oh,
you
so it
know.
means like everyone has their own plans
Yeah,
on the Eid
yeah,
al-Fitr
yes. For
itself.
example, I don't
Ah,
see too much like my auntie
I
in the
see.
Eid, but in the past
Okay.
times we always go to the my grand mother and father's home, and we see
Ah,
each other there,
okay,
and
yeah,
so we
yeah.
also hug
Like
each other.
like having a conversation, the
Yes,
engagement
of
with them.
course,
Yes.
we having the breakfast together also.
Yeah.
Now we don't
Oh.
have. Also, I am here, so I don't see my family too.
So it means like that's what you felt like during the childhood. It's much more like have a thicker bonding with your
Yes,
family members, right?
yes,
So
but
when we're
now not
talking,
too much.
yes, it was okay. So when we're talking like you're telling your childhood is much more momentum, having
Yes,
the Eid al-Fitr celebration, right?
yes,
Like when you're growing up, is going a bit farther, right? Yeah, among
yes.
maybe you want to share why? Why is it happening like that? Hmm.
Maybe because of the life. Life is getting harder, and
Oh,
so because of that, everyone is busy and everyone has a plan, as I told
yes,
you, and so
exactly.
I just know the life always separates the people, I think.
Because of their own
Yeah,
plans.
yes,
Maybe we're talking about works, careers, right?
careers and everything, you know, and everything spreads us by one by, so it's hard.
It's really,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, I do also feel, especially now we're in a modern era. Some people
yes,
are more
modern.
focusing towards with this social media and everything. The bonding is getting quite farther, right? But
Yes,
I really hope we should maintain this kind of bonding with our families. Like who do we else have, right? We've only have our families, relatives, and also our friends. So we
yes,
should also making, especially during this kind of celebration, we should have a momentum with every single one of them because that's the only time where everyone is having a free holiday,
yes.
right? And enjoy the foods together. That's the best part. All right, so
Yeah.
you shared your childhood, your adulthood. So maybe you want to talk. Which one do you prefer the most? Like the
Actually,
past and the present.
actually, past.
The past,
Yeah, the
hundred
past
percent,
always be
100%.
Actually, we always be together, and we always see each other. I just know the past is always the best. Uh,
Yes. Especially, do you have you played before fireworks with your
we
families?
don't have any like
I
this actually. I
see.
see here.
This is
And
everywhere.
also, you know, eh,
Okay.
maybe everyone will laugh because when the fire it's
Okay.
happened
Okay.
here in
Okay.
the 8th time,
All
I
right.
was getting angry and I scared. For example,
Oh.
sometimes
Huh.
they do that in the middle of the night, and
Yeah,
I
in the
was,
12 in the morning. And you're like, what is this going on?
you know, if you do like this in the Turkey,
Uh-huh.
they will complain you to the police. Yeah.
Oh. Must have
Yeah.
been crying doing that.
Yes, yes, yes.
So when
We
it
are so
happened,
sensitive people too much.
so when it happens here in Malaysia, you like kind of like adapt to it. Like it's like boom boom everywhere.
Yeah, really, it was so like make me nervous always. I couldn't use that. You say that you didn't use anything. I didn't use that the fire for.
Wow. But you should try.
I don't know.
But it's okay. Like it's but it's
This,
very
that
beautiful,
that's
right?
me scared me too much.
I
Especially
see.
they,
The
for
voice is really
example.
the sound is really loud,
Yeah,
right?
and so you know, for example, like people do in the middle of the night, and when I was in the like sleep, oh, after that they do the fire. Oh my God, I'm so
Oh my
scared
God.
about that. What's going on? I am saying that.
But have you seen it before, like in real life?
No,
You haven't seen the firework before?
actually, I didn't go to
Oh, but like from far, like have you
for
tried?
the far, of course.
Is it
I know.
pretty?
Yeah, pretty
It's
of
very
the
pretty,
sky.
right? Actually, the fireworks like symbolizes like celebration, especially here in
Ah.
Malaysia. Sometimes we have like mostly during the we have a lot of celebration of, we call like Raya. We have Eid Al-Fitr. Then we have for Indians we have Deepavali. We have Chinese New Year.
Yeah,
So
yes,
there's
I
a
love
lot.
it. This really diversity
Wallah.
too much.
So there's like a lot of celebration here. So we kind of like compromise with other as well, right? So even during the Eid al-Fitr celebration also, it doesn't mean that only the Malays are celebrating, or I mean only the Islam are celebrating, the Muslims are celebrating the Eid al-Fitr, but also maybe the Indians, the Chinese, they will be enjoying the rendang also, the rendang, the
I
lemang, you
see.
see. So everyone's like diverse together. Okay, I
see.
see.
You know how I am bad on that.
Okay, alright, this is Rumeysa. So, would you really suggest to people about having celebrating Eid al-Fitr in a different culture?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
People have to taste it. Different things, different. For example, how I can say, taste the food.
The food, exactly,
See
yeah.
the people how they are doing in the year, Eid time, and so I don't know. They have to experience about that in their life. Maybe just one time. They have to do
Yeah.
it.
This is really interesting, right? I should do
Yes.
it too. Inshallah. Because like
Inshallah,
when you
come
say
to come to Turkey.
yeah, inshallah. Because when you shared like just now about the food, about the culture there in Turkey and Malaysia, it's so different, you know, when you share it just now, especially when you say like in Turkey, they'll be preparing the food while only the the men will go and have the sunnah prayer. But when you come here, it's like a vice versa. It's not like a vice. It's like something new. Like everyone has to go for sunnah prayer. So wow, it's very such a actually it's a very beautiful thing for knowing other cultures. You know, we live in a world without we live in a world with different kind of races. So we really hope like to get some connection if we do that, especially here in IIUM, right? Because we have a lot of races here. Am I right? Yeah, even you're working in an organization, you must met Chinese, Japanese, right? A
Yes.
lot of different races and diversity. Okay, Sister Rumeysa, maybe you want to share a bit of like last words about what is like the diversity of the culture with the students, our beloved viewers who are watching this right now. So maybe you want to share with them like what are the best part, what are the best thing about this thing, why you guys should have it, why you guys should try it out. So you want to share with
I
them.
see. Uh, Actually, if they want to learn the life and they want to also, like, we also saying about the comfort zone, right?
The comfort zone,
Yeah,
yes,
comfort
yes.
zone always get benefit for us.
Yes, that's
So,
true. Because we are too, we're like, we don't want to go out. We just feel like, okay, this is enough for me. Right.
Yeah, and like this, also every time the same thing is not good. Always you have to see the different things, different
Views,
ideologies,
perspective.
different perspective, different colorful people.
Point of views of people.
Yeah, and so this is yeah, always as I told you in the beginning of the program, like always improve the people and himself, and after that this make the grow of the life,
Yes,
and
exactly.
for example, also people sometimes don't have open minded, and they always judge the people easily. Why? Because they see always the same thing, and because of that they don't have any idea. But
Exactly.
if people see different things, maybe the people can understand more the other people, and also people can reach people easily. You understand me?
Yes, exactly.
About to like
How important, like, you understanding other people, so you can like, engage with them. Am I right? Right.
Yes, and because now in this modern time, all people wants to understand, understandable.
Oh, okay.
They just but yani also in our like how I can describe it, but like this is like
Okay.
okay, I will like this is like a sick, because if people don't understand, like they will kill themselves, and
because
this
they
is
will
the
might
psychological things. But
yeah.
we should understand the people more, and so in the modern area, every time spread us each other. We don't understand each other, but if we see the diversity, we understand each other easily.
Exactly.
You understand
because
me? Why
we
it's so important.
yes, exactly. Wow, Sister Rumeysa.
I hope I can describe that. Good.
What a beautiful insight. I hope our viewers out there can get into deepen understanding what Sister Rumeysa here have shared. Even myself, I've got like a bit, wow. This is the student representative, everyone. Okay. All right, Sister Rumeysa. Thank you very much for being with us today. Alhamdulillah, we have come to the end of our program.
Really?
Yes. Really?
I want to more.
You want more? Inshallah,
Yes.
maybe we'll meet again soon, right? Okay.
I want.
Inshallah, Sister Rumeysa. Teşekkür ederim.
Sama-sama.
Okay, thank you so much for being with us. So I hope everyone get a few insight and impactful regarding what Sister Rumeysa have shared about how important is this culture actually and the diversity itself. Okay, so Sister Rumeysa, I hope you'll be having a great day after this until the end of your semester, inshallah. And all the viewers in home in there, hoping all of you will enjoy this session just now. If you feel like you need more insight, let's continue it again, right? Because Sister Rumeysa shared such a wonderful advice with all of us. Good, thank you very much, Sister Rumeysa, being with us today.
Thank you so much. Most welcome.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you everyone for watching Peeps Chat Season 9 Episode 1. So hoping to meet you guys again in the next episode. But you'll be attended by my other amazing crews of Peeps Chat in the next episode, inshallah. So hope everybody got a few insight on about the diversity, especially the celebration of Eid Al-Fitr. And hope you guys have a great day ahead, great week, inshallah. See you guys again. Healthy peeps, healthy chats. It's Peeps Chat. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.